Hello.
Welcome to our Sunday stream. We will wait to make sure everything works. Yes, we are
And
live.
it works.
Hello, everyone.
Hello, guys.
Hello, Jackie. Nice to see you.
Okay.
Okay, still
Hi.
wait for a couple more seconds so everyone can
Where have you
connect.
seen Jackie? I cannot see.
Hello from
Something?
Warsaw. Where is Warsaw?
I know where is Warsaw, but I just don't have it here.
Why?
I don't know.
It was here?
No, I don't have it.
Okay.
Yeah, so probably.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I think it's updated, right? Right. Okay, we have the same.
Okay.
Hello, Jessica.
Hello, guys. Hello, everyone.
Happy Sunday to all of you.
Hi, Ju.
Yes, we look cold. It is quite cold. And
Well, it's not that cold as it usually is during the winter, because this winter is the warmest.
one of the warmest we remember, of course.
Warmest, yeah. But it's still not summer, let's be honest.
And we again, as you may see at our friends, at Zheka's and Natalichka's near Dnipro River in the private house. So it's not apartment, so it's colder here, and also we spend much more time outside than usually. So of course we just got cold, and Chapati is here, also wearing her jacket, laying in a bed right now. But frankly, it's not like during the summer when she spent all the time outside, and she's happy about that. So these days she tends to go inside, and when we are outside, she asks to leave.
So she can spend around 10, maximum 15 minutes in the yard, and then she will start to scratch the door and show that no, parents, we need to go inside.
It's not summer yet.
Yes, and hello, Savarna. Glad to see you here with us again. So yes,
So this week, actually, we have our first meeting of people who are not our parents during this year. The first live.
Yeah, so we spent New Year's Eve with guys, but after that moment we haven't seen anyone except from parents. So it's actually our first hangout after more than a month.
1.5, actually.
Yeah, 1.5.
So yeah, it's so good to have at least like a real weekend, not working during the weekend, not having it like absolute routine, but meet someone, talk, discuss.
Yeah, today we have plans to play some board games. Probably, if we manage to start. It's always the hardest part is to start. Oh, where is our Chapati? Chapati is here, but she spends her time in the bed because it's more comfortable for her there.
And she closes her eyes right
And
now.
yeah,
Like
at the moment she's just falling asleep, so we better not wake her up, and we will show you her a bit later.
Yeah.
Let her have some rest. Yep. Ju writes, it's always good to meet with friends. Yep, it's always good, and especially now when it happens quite rarely, it's especially precious. These moments are.
I think we told you a few times, but it's not that bad to repeat that during this wartime, everybody tries to survive. First of all, mentally, I mean, in the way they can. So the majority of people rather close they
inside their
own shell. I think that people communicate much less than they used to
Much
communicate
less,
to
yes.
communicate during the peacetime.
So most would spend the time with their families maximum, and yeah, of course we have much less communication than we used to have. Even like there is always quite a big difference between period of the year, and I would say that usually in the summertime you hang out much more often. You would probably meet your friends at least once a week, or maybe a few times a week, because the weather is nice. So you will with someone you will just have a walk in Kiev. With someone else you would go to a park, or you would go for a barbecue, or like lots of different options. In the winter time, you usually meet a bit, not that often, yep. But now, during the war, like even in summertime,
Yeah.
we used to meet like maximum once in a few weeks with someone. But in winter, especially, introverted mood, and
Yeah, it's cold to be outside. It's nothing to do like inside some kind of establishment, still boring.
yeah,
And that's why actually we don't love it winter time that much, and we adore warm time of the year, especially summer, much more. And Chapati, of course, also
of course.
does like that.
Yeah, and you might probably understand that we're not having so many news. This is why, for already 10 minutes, we're talking about absolutely unimportant stuff. It's not that it's not important, but yeah, I would say that this week definitely wasn't same intense as was the previous one, when we had millions of news to share, and millions of thoughts, and millions of things which actually happened. This week, of course, brought us some news too, but they were not that shocking, let's say. Yep.
Or that important. I mean, there
Yes,
were
like,
some.
yeah, but some getting a bit more of missiles for, I mean, these rockets, which are artillery. Yep. How? Yeah, I always forget this word. Like снаряды.
Okay, like ammo,
Hmm?
ammunition.
Yeah, some ammunition we're getting you, but it's not that surprising when it's already not for the first time, and this is why it.
Yeah, there were a few meetings during this week. It was a Rammstein meeting, and also these days, this weekend actually, it was a meeting of Munich Security Council, and we of course are very glad seeing how our partners and allies are committed to Ukraine, to our victory, and to help Ukraine, no matter how much time, how much time it take. But there were no like big news. I mean, we didn't receive any notions about aircrafts or about attackams. So it's like it goes like it's supposed to be. I think probably it's also when you have when you like have the news which were already established, and then they just repeat itself, and you don't pay that much attention to these.
Yeah, so
However, it's very important.
It's very important. It's amazingly important. It's just that the news themselves aren't so juicy. I don't know. So
Yeah, probably during this wartime, we also like reading the news every day, watching all the analytical programs which are here for us. We also probably became some kind of information junkies, addicted to some good news happening because when you are inside the war and you see all these cruelties and devastating and destructions and tragedies of people and
it's
and
actually the only thing which can give you real relief.
yeah,
Mm.
so you need more and more, and of course when we had this counteroffensive operation in the summer and in the autumn when we take back Kharkiv region and then Kherson. And then winter came and nothing changed that much. So no big counteroffensives, and of course all of these heavy fights on the front line near Bakhmut, near Energodar, and like it was very intense, but no big wins for Ukraine. I mean, when you are demolish hundred thousands of people, in this case during this time is of course hundred dozens of thousands probably on Donbas region in near Bakhmut. So it's very important for the future of our counteroffensive operations, but it's like routine, and you understand the price we pay for that. So of course it's not that engaging or it's not what makes you happy somehow. It's only the routine and
Yeah, and it's also very important that during this week we are in a sort of a waiting of what is going to happen next, because we surely understand that soon, very soon, something is going to happen, because we are getting more and more help from our Western allies, and we absolutely know that Russia is going to make some new moves uh, closer to the anniversary of war. So it's next week. Yeah.
it is.
Yeah, so next week we are going to have an anniversary of full-scale war. It will already be one full year of full-scale war in Ukraine, and we just know that we have to wait for something in those days. Of course, like 90% that we're going to have a massive missile strike, yeah, during that day, or like maybe not exactly that day. It could be one day earlier, one day later, but Russia is always very predictable in these situations, and they surely will do something next week. Same, we understand that quite possible that our counter operation can also start to happen very soon. And of course, when you are in this moment of waiting, you don't pay that big attention to some regular, ordinary news, because you know that probably very soon something more massive is going to happen here.
And the next week is gonna like so many things gonna happen. First of all, the anniversary. It's a very important moment because so many political decisions gonna be made, and as we know, first of all, Biden is coming to Poland in a few days, on 23rd and 22nd, so it's like the day after tomorrow, right? And probably he will be meeting Zelensky, we'll see. And he announced that he's gonna deliver his speech to Russians and to Putin, so he wants to say them directly something. And then, of course, I think the Chinese are gonna prepare some kind of statement on the first year anniversary of this full-scale war. And then we expect Putin to talk to his parliament. I mean, we don't care about what he's gonna say, but it's anyway, it's some kind of news and
there definitely should be some news from there, because he cannot just make a speech saying nothing.
Yeah, and then it's gonna be a United Nations Assembly meeting, and as we know, Ukraine's supposed to deliver our vision about the future peace, how it's supposed to look like, what is gonna be what is the word? Truthful peace? Not truthful, but
treaty.
No. Treaty is the agreement that is signed, but I mean the adjective that the peace is supposed to be
Справедливо.
trustful. No, not trustful, but
fair.
Yeah, like the principles of fair peace. I think something like that.
I'm not sure that it's a perfect word, but I hope you understood us.
So many things gonna happen, like
so we are waiting for many things to happen next week. We really understand that next week is going to be huge and full of lots of news.
It's the last week of the winter, actually.
Yeah, which
is very, very, very nice.
Yes. Yeah, okay, let's go back to our commands. And Jackie writes that Mom is here too. Oh, big hi to Mom. And thank you for joining us today. What else? What else? Evelyn Sheena writes hi, and hi to you, Evelyn. Amal George writes, hey Chapati, I'm from Kochi. Hi, Amal. We are saying hi from you to Chappy, and she's also from Kochi. What else? What else do we have? Amal writes, say hi to Joynice. What is Joynice? Joynice.
To everyone who joined, probably.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, so hi from us, hi from Chapati, and hi from Amal to everyone who is watching us today. In this day with not that many news from us. You may also hear that my nose is a bit runny. It's not that I'm sick. I feel absolutely fine. Just spending some times outside makes it. And it's also the humidity is quite high now.
We are near the river.
Yeah.
And it's winter, and it was snowing 2 days ago. It already melted, but still, it's quite humid.
Oh, and Jackie writes that Dad is too here with us. And hello to Jackie's dad.
To Jackie's dad.
So nice.
Thank you for being with us today.
To share this evening with you. We are just sorry for not having a lot of stuff to tell you. But at times it happens, and at times it's even better not to have anything to tell rather than to tell some sad news.
Yeah, that is definite.
Yeah, but really, the week was absolutely fine. We didn't have our regular troubles with
electricity supply.
Yeah, with electricity supply. So actually we had electricity whole week. like
Yeah,
no
the first
single
time
like
from October.
from October, yep, we had electricity all 7 days, like even 8 days, and we cannot even describe how happy we are. And of course, it was a very busy week because when you always have this electricity, you try to do maximum just to get prepared in case if we will go back to blackouts, so that maximum would be done. And yeah, so but very silently we hope that maybe this is going to become
It all depends on the attacks, of course,
yes.
and
So if we
their
don't have
efficiency. I will just explain what happened, why we have this electricity when we didn't have it, haven't had it for so long, and we had this blackout during all winter, and now they are gone. So the main reason for that is that our few nuclear blocks of our nuclear power stations, they were on actual like on a planned repair. So they were out, not because of the Russian attack, but as they supposed to be. They need to have this
so it was
regular
planned, yeah,
checkouts
regular.
from time to time. So two nuclear power blocks were on that repair, on let's say not like update, but
Renewal.
yeah, renewal. And as it is, we have right now, I think, as we were taking our Zaporizhia power plant, Russians occupied it and they control it, so we don't use it. Ukraine doesn't use it can't use it for our needs. So right now it's a bit more than 20 power blocks we have for our usage in Ukraine. So having two of 20, it's like almost 10%, yeah, of 20 plus being on this renewal. So we had this deficit, but right now we have this 10% more, and of course it's not that cold as it used to be during the last months. So it's much warmer. Right now it's plus.
And the warmer it is, the less is the usage of
warmer, and also of course the length of the day is getting bigger. There is more daylight, and also I think that last week the sun started to be more active. You can feel it. It's not only giving you a light, but you feel how it is producing this heat. It's much stronger. So we are seeing that actually the season is turning towards spring. So we understand that we will need less and less electricity every single day or week. And having these power blocks back to the system, we got this positive effect that we don't have blackouts right now.
Yeah, so in case if we don't have any more attacks on our power plants, it's quite possible
not power plants. I mean, not nuclear power plants, but
like
the system
yeah,
the system overall.
Yeah, so if we don't have these attacks, maybe it could be possible that we won't have any more troubles with electricity. But to be honest, it's not very good to be absolutely positive in your forecasts, because knowing Russia, we understand that at least they will give some tries. And of course, our blackouts may be back. But still, it will be quite easier to live through them when it's not that cold, when it starts to get darker much later. Yep, so we still can have some sort of daylight during our evenings. So yeah, we'll see. And
Anyway, the fact that spring is coming and we have this great period of light and warmth, it's so appealing and it's so heartwarming that, like, it doesn't matter what's gonna be, like, if there are gonna be like small negative sides of, or like bad news, or of course it's gonna be, because it's still war, and it's so difficult to live through it, and we wait to the time and the fact that we are the winners, but still that is gonna be hard. But hard during the summer is much better than hard during the winter.
Yes.
Emotionally, at least.
At least. And same with spring. It's always, your mood always gets better in spring. I mean, in such climate as Ukraine, and of course, our friends from USA and Canada and Great Britain might understand us totally. So it's not big difference in India, but for our climate, it's a huge difference. And when there comes spring and you get more daylight, everything gets warmer, trees start to be green, and birds start to sing, and of course it all makes your mood much, much, much better, and you are getting more inspired, more active, and so on. Drew writes, just good to see you each week. Hope that this week is not too bad with the anniversary. Thank you so much, Drew. We also hope so. And I would say that we're quite sure that we're going to have some bad news, but the most important part is to have more good news so that they could cover all those bad news. It would be great if we will have more good news next week rather than bad news. Yep, and guys, if you have any more questions, please share them with us, because to be honest, we are not quite sure if we have more stuff to tell you. As for today, it's probably,
yeah, it's a lazy Sunday for us.
Yeah, lazy Sunday.
We're
yes.
not home. We're kicked out of our routine.
Mm-hmm. And yesterday we were hanging out with guys till 4 a.m. or maybe even 5 a.m. And of course, today is so lazy, and and we know that tomorrow we should go back to home and to start work. And of course, we enjoy the laziness of today.
Yeah.
Yeah, so guys, Joe writes, lazy Sundays are good. Yeah, probably Sundays were created in order to be lazy. In order to be lazy, and in order to have Sunday streams, in our case, and in your case, to be on this Sunday streams. Hello to Pranoima too. Lazy Sundays all around, writes Jess. And Jackie writes, happy lazy Sunday. Yep, guys, happy lazy Sunday to you all. Hope that you may also have it lazy and enjoy this laziness of today.
Thank you for being with us.
Yep, so thank you so much. Sorry for not very interesting stuff this week from our side. But we are quite sure that next week we are going to have a long talk with lots and lots of stuff to share with you. And guys, one more time, I want to remind you, it's not the case of today, but it can be a case of our next Sunday stream, that 3 months ago, we started to have some troubles with our internet, and it just falls down like
randomly.
randomly, but I would say it's at least 2, 3, 5 times a day. And of course, at times it happens that it may fall down during our streams. But just for you to know that it usually takes only 5 up to 10 minutes for it to be restored. So just in case if our stream suddenly freezes and we are offline, it's probably that we are having this internet issue again, and we are probably going to be back in 5 up to 10 minutes. So just for you to know. Yep, and I guess it's all for today. Thank you for being with us. I think we should show our princess
Yeah,
again.
we will do this. Have a
And
great
thank
week.
you guys. Yep, have a
Let's see.
great week.
Let's see where is Chapati. Chapati, идем гулять? Гулять идем? I'm telling Chapati that she's gonna go outside.
And it doesn't look that she's very much excited about
Outside. Okay, guys, have a great week. See you next Sunday.